Hi there guys and girls, I just wanted to do a really quick sort of on the fly video here. I'm not doing it on the couch. My couch is messy right now. My whole house is messy. I really need to do a clean up. It's pretty bad in here. But I wanted to do just a quick video. I know you guys have wanted me to do more MK11 stuff. I'm very busy with voluntary work. The last time that I did voluntary work, I had to do less amount than I have to do now. I have to do more now. It makes me tired. It's very physical, the work I do now. It's different. When I'm tired, I can't film. That's just how it is. And then sometimes I just got to relax. So, you know, I'll just go to the park and play Pokemon or whatever. Sometimes it's just hard to sneak an edit in there or get some videos done. But it's something I do want to do. But I just want to do a quick video now and talk about something, and I want to get you guys feedback about the Mortal Kombat 11 Kollectors Edition. I'm just going to go behind the camera because talking this way for the whole video is going to be a bit, I don't know, my arm gets tired, okay? But I also want to show some of the other Kollectors Editions, so I'm going to go behind the camera now. So, like, this morning there was a discussion on Facebook about Mortal Kombat 11 Kollectors Editions. Now, I have pretty much every single Mortal Kombat collectors or tin, most of them. I'm missing a few. I don't have the MK9 collectors from Europe or the MK9 Tournament Edition. I have the MK9 collectors. I have 2 of them actually. And that was because I had them on order and then Australia banned it. And then they put up all these bullshit threats that they were going to stop anyone importing it. And then people just went ahead and did it. And they didn't stop shit. They all just went through. And I just never had the money to sort of get one. So I still don't have an MK9 Tournament Edition. When I went to America in 2012, I tried to get one from an EB Games and ended up with the classic fight stick. The box is down there actually for it. It's folded up because I couldn't fit the whole box in my case. But yeah, I got that in 2012. I tried to get an MK9 one and GameStop didn't have them. But the thing is, I wanted to do this video because, like, all these collectors up here, right, there's a whole bunch of collector's editions up there, right, and some are really good. Like, I always talk about the Bioshock 2 one. I reckon that one's fantastic. That Uncharted one too is awesome. And the Gears of War 3 I think is probably the best collector's edition I've got, just for the quality of the items that you get in that box is like so good. But like the price on these, right, and like, for example, the MK9 collectors, I don't think that was more than 150 bucks. I can't remember the exact price because that was import, but I know it wasn't more than that. The MK9 one, sorry, the MKX ones, for example, over here, the MKX collectors, that wasn't more than 150. I think it was 160, 159.95 from memory. The course edition above it, that was a special. It was either 200 or 250. But that was kind of a big deal because I had special sculptures made and they were very limited number. There's 2 up there. There's the PlayStation 4 version from America and the Xbox One one. That's the Australian one. You can tell it's got the R rating now, so you know it's the Aussie one. And like the price is like way, you know, it's not over 250. Same with the Injustice, right? The Injustice Gods Among Us Collector's Edition, that wasn't more than 150 bucks. I came with that statue. That God of War 3 Ultimate Chest, I know that wasn't more than 200, and that thing's awesome. This one I think was about 300 bucks, the Gears of War 3 Epic Edition. But the statue you got in there and the items you got in there really justified the price. You got the statue, you got like a flag, you got like this metal cog with a unique code on it. I think that's definitely the best collector's edition I've ever done. I think at the Dead Island collectors up there, I didn't really like that game, but I got the collectors and that came with a Turtle Beach headset, which sometimes I use on stream, but I don't really like headsets, and that wasn't more than 100 bucks. That Sonic, what Sonic? Oh, I've forgotten the words. The Sonic collectors was very rare in Australia. You had to pre-order that at EB Expo 2012, which I did, and they stuffed it up and I almost didn't get it, but they sorted it out and I got it in the end. But that was so frigging hard to get one of those, and it has a metal ring in it. That's a cool collector's. That wasn't more than 150, I want to say. That Uncharted one, I think, was about 180, and these are Australian prices. The Bioshock one was, I think, 120 or 130, and I always say that's a great one. There's the Batman Arkham Asylum, you know, that I don't even remember the price on that one. The Arkham City's up there as well, and there's the Arkham Knight, you know. I got the Arkham Knight right at the end. I found one just floating around in EB that no one was buying, so I bought it. I got that one cheap, so that one doesn't really count. The Bioshock Infinite Songbird Edition, that one was, I think, 180 or something, you know. The Darksiders 2 up there, you know. Actually, the price tag is on it. I can tell you it was, hang on a second. Oh wait, they were pre-orders. I don't see the full price tag on it. I put $30 down on it though, so that means if it $30 down, it wasn't much. It was like 100, 120 or something. Because like when they're over like 150, they want $50 usually, limit, right? So the point I'm saying with all this stuff is, like, as you can see, I've read out most of these prices, and hardly any of them, other than the Epic one, are over 300. That's the only one that's like around 300. Most of them, the course one got up to like 250, and most of the others like would go near 200, but not far past it, right? And the stuff you got in those was really awesome. Like the stuff in those, I always thought the Injustice thing was lackluster. I actually like the MKX Collectors, the one with that statue, that one. The course one was kind of a fancy statue, but they were lucky and there was no soundtracks or art books or any extra stuff. They seemed to just focus on the statue. So now we come to MK11. Now I wanted to order, I'll be honest, I wanted to order the collectors, and it's $500 in Australia. I didn't have that money at the time. That is a lot of fucking money. $500 grand for a video game collector's edition is a fuck ton of money, right? And I'm happy to pay it because I'm a huge fan, but I know it's a rip-off, right? I know that's a rip-off. And that's 500 Australian dollars. Even in America, the American price is a rip-off. For what it is, it's just a cash cow, and I really fucking hate that. I support this game. I've supported it from the start. And not just with collector's editions, with this. I've bought so many figurines and, you know, all sorts of crap. You know, I've got boxes of stuff down here. Boxes of stuff that I use for TotalMK. It's all stored in this cupboard. Comics and everything, you know. So I've always supported the Mortal Kombat franchise. And I just feel like this collector's is greedy. It's so greedy. And the fact that they did a super limited number of it makes me really think, yep, it was definitely greedy, because they, on purpose, made the price high and a limited amount. Oh, look, it's sold out. You can't get one anywhere. Do you know what I mean? People are asking ridiculous amounts on eBay. I think the $500 price tag's ridiculous. I don't think it's worth that much at all. And I actually, you get the mask, you get the metal tin, the magnet that goes on the tin, it sits in a little indentation, and you get the software, alright? I actually like the magnet more than the mask. I'm not gonna lie, because that's kind of a unique item. The mask is cool, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on the mask. I just don't think it's worth that money. And like when you compare it to Injustice, MKX, you know, even Batman, they're all Warner's games, Arkham Asylum, the MK9 Collectors, this thing was fucking awesome. That came with an art book. Look, the art of Mortal Kombat, that came with an art book. Why don't we get things like this anymore? We don't get anything anymore. You get a statue, a tin, and a game. That's like what they do with every single one. That one, statue, tin, game. That one, statue, tin, game. That one, better statue, tin, game. It's like, can't you give us a soundtrack? You know what? I even hate digital soundtracks, but can't you even put a digital soundtrack in the box? You can't put anything else? And then you ask this ridiculous price of $500? And then on top of that, you make it super limited. So even if you want to part with the rip-off price of $500, which I was willing to do, I just couldn't do it at the time. Because in Australia, what they do is, in America, you could go into a store and pre-order it. And I was trying to do that since, you know, when they announced MK in like December. The next day, I was going to the game store and I'm like, so like, what can I pre-order? And like, it's not on the computer. It's not on the computer. In Australia, they just didn't give a fuck. It wasn't on the computer. They had a listing for Mortal Kombat 11 for $9,999. So what all the EBs do when there's no listing for it, they put some ridiculous price tag at it, and they adjust it later, and they try and take your money. Oh, you can put $10 down on it, even though there was no collectors listed. And I was like, no, I'll wait till there's a collector's listed, because sometimes there's two, like this one and this one, right? So I kept going back every week. If you got it, nah. You got it, nah. Is there a listing? Nah, no listing. Until that reveal event, then there was a listing, and then it was up, and you needed to drop 500. And in Australia, you couldn't do it in the store. You had to do it online. You could only order the collectors in Australia online. I don't have credit cards. I have PayPal. I have a debit card, but I didn't have the money at the time anyway. I couldn't do it. You know, I was due for a tax return. I'd been a bit slack, to be honest. I hadn't done my tax return, so I went off and did my tax return. I got my money. By the time I got the money, it was gone. I couldn't get one, you know? So it's just like, I just feel like, I mean, that's a fault with Australia. The fact that EB Games Australia, they did it for that fucking course one too. They only do that limited ordering online. You can't go into a shop and get one. They won't send it to the shop because they're tight asses. And the shipping that they did on that thing was fucking shit. Actually, the corner of the box is actually damaged because they put it in a box that's like, you know, 5 mil larger than that box. So like, as soon as like the outer box gets a whack, the inner box gets destroyed as well. Whereas the one that came from America, from Amazon, came in this huge fucking box. It was moving around inside the box. It came mint condition, you know. So I don't know. I just feel like $500. I forget what the price is in America. Even the American price. I looked at the American price and the UK price. I feel like they're all overpriced and it's a rip-off. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that mask is worth $500 or whatever it is in America, or UK dollars or pounds or wherever you're from? Do you honestly think it's worth that much money? Because I don't. And here's the thing. You can't even look at it. You have to just order it and assume it's good quality. It could be absolute garbage, and there's no way to tell other than they hold it up in the video and go, this is it. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like the whole thing is a super rip-off, because you look at that, you look at that, you look at that, all the other Warner shit, even that stick, that fucking fight stick was like $100. No, it was 80 in America. And that tournament edition for MK9 came with a fight stick in the game, and that was nowhere near that price. The price of this MK11 mask. So what do you guys think? Is it a rip-off? Do you think it's a rip-off? Do you think I'm wrong? Maybe the mask is actually worth that much, you know? Well, here's some more collectors too, by the way. There's that Uncharted one. That was $250. What else? That's some retro stuff. I don't really have many collectors here. This is a mess. Oh, there's the Borderlands one. Was expensive. But there's the Songbird set up there, actually. Some other random crap. It's very messy back here. But I just think it's a big rip-off. And I started thinking about it this morning. I'm like, they just put the price up every time they announce one. Like, I'd love to see them justify how that Scorpion mask is worth $500. Or whatever the American price was. I've forgotten the exact American amount, but I remember reading that and going, that's expensive, even in American dollars, you know, and the pound version. I tried to get one from the UK, I tried to get one from New Zealand, I couldn't do it, you know, so I'm not getting the collectors now, I'm just going to get the premium. I've decided. I might, if I see one at a later date, somewhere, at a cheap price, I might grab it, because I do like the mask, like I said, I do like it. But I think it's super overpriced, and I want to get your feedback, guys. Leave some comments down below and let me know if you think it's super overpriced as well, because I think it is. And yeah, I'll try and do some more videos soon. I know you guys want me to do some character breakdowns and stuff. I really want to say, you know, this new trailer that came out, the Kotal Khan Jackie trailer. I really loved the background of that trailer, like, because you get a real nice close-up of Khan's arena, even though it's Kotal Khan's arena now. And you can see like close-ups of the crowd and kind of under the arena, and there's these cool like beasts they put in those round cages and stuff, and I really love that level of detail. It's probably almost one of my favorite arenas so far, that we've seen in MK11. So I'm really looking forward to the game. I played the stress tests. I should be playing the beta, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. But I just can't wait to play the story mode and the crypt and everything. You know, I'm not really that great at the game and playing online because I'm not some ESL wanker who's like, oh, it's got 6 frames of animation. I don't care about any of that crap. Like, I just want to play the game, you know. I don't understand why when I do Scorpion's Harpoon now, you can't uppercut them after. You don't get a free hit anymore. Like, I'm old school. I just don't understand that. Because I remember I did the Harpoon, and he pulls... I was playing against Outworld. I did the Harpoon on Outworld. He pulls Outworld over, and it does an automatic hit after it. And like hits him to the ground. I'm like, but I wanted to uppercut him. Like, you know what I mean? I was just like, I didn't get it. And maybe that's just in that variation or something. I don't know. I think it was Boone's main or something. But like, I don't know. I'm old school. But I'm really looking forward to playing the game. I'm just not one of these fighting game enthusiasts. I'm just old school, man. I just like to keep things simple. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. And I'll see you in a video soon. Peace out.